What's up, guys? Bang, bang, lunch money time while Wall Street's trying to get rich. The rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with the beautiful, intelligent Polina Marinova Pompliano. It's like a whole word soup. But not only is she beautiful and intelligent, she looks like an angel today. Or maybe she looks like a artist.
Angel.
Angel? Okay.
Ow.
Don't forget, okay, Polina's getting hurt. No problem. Ooh, did that hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody cares. Oh, uh-oh, I'm in big trouble now. Don't forget that lunch money is now sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi has 3 products. You can buy and sell crypto. You can deposit crypto and take out a US dollar loan against your crypto collateral, or you can deposit a cryptocurrency or a stablecoin and earn up to 8.6% APY in their interest-bearing account. I'm an investor. I sit on the board of directors. I really like the company. I use it. I am a big fan. Go check it out. BlockFi.com/pomp. Again, BlockFi.com/pomp. Are you okay? I feel bad about having said that.
You better.
What's
Guys,
the first topic?
This morning.
We don't have time for this.
No.
Let's go. What are the topics?
This morning, a cardboard box hit me in the head, and then he went and beat it up. He beat up the cardboard box.
The cardboard box fell and hit her in the head, so I had to take care of business. They ain't no. You don't want to be a cardboard box in our house today. They got Pomp 1, cardboard boxes 0. Trust me.
Oh yeah, that was a big punch. Okay.
It was multiple punches.
I wasn't
playing around.
And the box was literally dented. Okay, I don't know if that was from my head or from your nonsense.
I'm the one with the hard head. Let's go.
Employers added another 1.4 million jobs to the U.S. economy in August as the jobs recovery continued to slow. This was in line with expectations and down from 1.7 million jobs added in July and 4.8 million in June. But America is still down 11.5 million jobs from February.
All the job numbers are incredibly hard to calculate. And the main reason is, one, it's a moving target. So all of these numbers will get adjusted later in terms of the actual reality. These are like best estimations, basically. There's a couple things at play. One, almost 60 million people lost their jobs since March and through the government-mandated shutdown. Now you've got economies reopening. So, of course, people are going to bring back their employees. What ends up happening, though, is in June was the bulk of people come back, 4.8 million people. Then you had, I think it was 1.7 million in July. Now you've got 1.4. So it looks like, oh, we're adding less and less jobs. But that's obviously because there's, businesses are already open. They're bringing people back. Now, the big thing to pay attention to is where's unemployment going to kind of settle? And if any of you read the email that I write every day, I think a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I wrote a piece saying you have to be scared of like this huge burst of economic activity out of the gate, like the pent-up demand gets released. So there's this, giant rise in terms of consumer spending, employment, whatever. But then there's actually a kind of a false floor, right? So what ends up happening is it's called a dead cat bounce, which is it hit the ground, right? And it explodes up and everyone's like, oh, recovery. And then all of a sudden you get a net kind of drop. And so in China, this is what we saw, where basically things dropped drastically. Then all of a sudden they recovered to almost the same level as pre-pandemic levels, but then they fell again, and it was about a net 20% drop in economic activity, right, across industries, et cetera. So that's what we got to be careful of here in the United States. I think we're still in the, hey, things are flying back, but I'm interested, where are we 6 months from now, and kind of where do we net out?
I'm interested what will happen as winter comes.
Well, winter's all. I mean, look. Take New York City, for example. Tell them about the restaurants and how bad it would be here if winter hit. And
I'm just worried about the restaurants because de Blasio saying he won't open indoor dining until there's a vaccine. Then Cuomo was like, oh, no, don't listen to him. And it's just nobody knows what the fuck is happening. Oh, can I say that? Nobody knows what's happening. And then the poor restaurant owners are like, okay, can you just tell us? Because otherwise we're going to like permanently close. And in the wintertime, I don't care how many outdoor heating lamps you have. Nobody's going to be outside when it's like blizzarding and snowing and cold as hell.
Facts. All right, what's next? What we got next?
Okay. SoftBank is exploring assembling a group of bidders for TikTok's India assets and has been actively looking for local partners. God, TikTok, I thought first of all, I thought the US division had to choose a buyer on like Tuesday. It's Friday now. We still don't know. And then what the hell is SoftBank doing in India where everything's banned?
Well, that's why they want to buy it. It's because India banned it because it's under Chinese ownership.
Right.
But if SoftBank bought it, then they
Oh,
probably would allow it back. And my guess is that they think that there's an opportunity to buy it for the cheap,
yeah.
right? Because it's banned. So what's it worth, right? Nothing really. And so same thing in the United States is obviously there's the threat of the ban. Uh, Look, this is like a saga that never ends, right? With TikTok. TikTok's still growing though, even
Yeah,
with all
it's
the bans,
crazy.
everything, it's still
I was on
growing.
it this morning. But SoftBank might have a leg up because it has a minor stake in ByteDance, which is TikTok's parent company.
We'll see. I mean, it's hard to tell kind of how this is all going to play out, but TikTok continues to be the darling of the tech industry.
It's so crazy how that happened. All right. Dan Kamensky, founder of hedge fund Marble Ridge Capital, was arrested and charged with fraud, extortion, and obstruction of justice in connection to Neiman Marcus's bankruptcy bid. So the charges are part of an alleged bid rigging scheme tied to the retailer's bankruptcy.
Wait, what?
He sought to suppress, allegedly, a rival bid for Neiman's My Teresa assets so that Marble Ridge, his firm, could secure the shares for a lower price. Then he attempted to coerce the rival bidder to cover up the alleged scheme. That's not great.
This is
Do we
wild.
think we're going to see more of this during a time like this? Because people are just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look, he has more than $1 billion in assets, and it looks like there's all kinds of chaos that happened here. Now Neiman Marcus is filing a lawsuit against the Marble Ridge Capital. I don't know all the details here, but I think your point is valid in that in times of market chaos, people get desperate and they do desperate things, or they get greedy. Right, either one can happen, but there's increased fraud and kind of nefarious activity in these times. And so it just ends up being like, look, just
I think people see a
do
situation.
good things.
Yeah, they
Just,
can
just
take
be a good
advantage
person.
of.
Do the right thing.
Well, speaking of nefarious and suspicious, NPR did an investigation where, Moderna, it's like they're developing, supposedly they're great at developing a vaccine currently.
Allegedly, there's going to be a vaccine.
Allegedly. But an NPR examination of official company disclosures has revealed additional irregularities and potential warning signs where Moderna's stock selling practices appear well outside the norm and raise questions about the company's internal control to prevent insider trading. So here's what it found, basically.
Okay.
Since June 1st, company executives have sold roughly $90 million worth of Moderna stock. Rather than put a hold on the trades after facing intense criticism in May, company executives continued to sell.
Okay.
My favorite is
Moderna. Well, hold on. So there's modifications to the stock sale plan. So
Yeah.
Moderna says its executives pre-scheduled their stock sales long in advance. Those schedules, known as 10b5-1 plans, which is a regulatory thing. What does it say? Can act as a defense, right, to insider trading. Yep. But the plans have to be in place when executives do not have confidential inside information. NPR has found multiple executives adopted or modified their plans just before key announcements about the company's vaccine.
what are people
That has
doing?
raised questions about whether they were aware of non-public information and selling to zero.
Sorry.
Polina's
Sorry.
moving the thing. It's fine.
My favorite is NPR asked like one of the chief communications people why Moderna executives modified their 10b5-1 plans just before major announcements, and the man said, "I believe you must have your dates wrong." And then they provided documentation of the dates, and then they just did not comment.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's all kinds of crazy stuff that goes on. These stock sale plans are definitely a good defense, right? If you're Jeff Bezos, I think Bezos has one where he sells like $1 billion worth of stock every year to help fund Blue Origin. And he basically just says, look, I'm going to sell $1 billion worth of stock regardless of where the stock price is. If it's up, great, I'll have to sell less shares. If it's down, I'll have to sell more shares. But like, I'm going to basically create $1 billion of liquidity for myself with Blue Origin. I don't care about the stock price. I don't care about what's going on with the company. I'm going to do this every year.
It's regular.
Well, it's just like programmatic in the sense of he explains that this is what he's going to do, and then he follows that plan. And so no one can accuse Jeff Bezos of, hey, you had inside information, you sold shares, blah, 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 for X reason, right? And that's not okay. It's because he put the plan in place way before. What these people are being accused of, and again, NPR, this is not a legal case at the moment, but NPR basically is alleging that they modified those stock sale plans after they had inside information. So they basically said, oh, wait, this is going to happen. Then they went and they modified their stock sale plans, and then they just sold based on the plan. But the plan had been modified, and then they sold within 90 days afterwards. So it's just, look, I don't have all the details.
But
it's really hard to kind of understand this stuff. We don't have Moderna's side, like the executive. What's their argument here? It could have a perfectly defendable reason for doing this, but it just doesn't look good when it's such big numbers.
the optics are bad.
Yeah,
And
$90 million by 3 people, it looks like. CEO sold 40 million, I think, and another guy sold like 50 or 60. Like, it's just not good.
my question is, like, people are aware that you cannot do this, especially if you're a CEO of a corporation like this. Why even do something that may make the optics look bad?
Well,
the company look bad?
so, and again, I can't speak for these people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this is all allegations, but I do think that 2 key pieces to this are, one, people will do things within the rules. So if the rule says, hey, if you modify your stock plan and then you just execute the stock plan, you're not going to get in trouble. Like, they're basically trying to find a loophole, right? So like, you could say, hey, that's not in the spirit of the rule, but if you follow the rule, then it's not illegal, right? So that would be one kind of defense argument. Another thing that could be said is we didn't have any information. We modify it every year, right? And at this time, again,
Right
I don't know if that's
before
true or not.
Big announcements, yeah.
But it's just,
yeah.
what if every year in
Maybe.
May they modify the plans, right?
Okay.
Who knows? And then the third thing that I will say is during these chaotic times, meaning that there's a lot of frothiness in the market, companies and executives are incentivized to sell if they think it's overvalued, right? Just like when the stock goes down, if they think it's undervalued, they buy. Now, there's a bunch of rules around doing this because they have access to more information than other people do. And so this ultimately is just going to come down to, did they break any of those rules?
Was it malicious? Did they know?
Of course. Now, here's what I will say is, it's nuts that people are dumping $90 million worth of stock. You know what I mean? Like, don't get this confused as to I'm defending this. It's just more so we don't have enough information for us to say this is good or this is bad. But absolutely, the optics are, this is not good. So we'll see what happens. But I think that people just got to wait for a little bit more information before we make a judgment call. Fair?
Fair.
All right.
I appreciate NPR doing an investigation of something they saw as irregular.
Yeah. Surprised NPR did that.
They do investigations. Google is telling employees to take Friday off as a collective well-being holiday during the pandemic. The Friday before Labor Day weekend, basically, they're giving employees the additional day to help them avoid burnout.
Do I get a day off from lunch money? Oh, wait, no, I don't. By the way, Monday is a national holiday in the United States. We're still going to do it. Plina and I decided.
Are we?
Yeah, we are. I'm going to pull
Because
you
you'll
over here
miss
to
my
do it.
beautiful face.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so collective well-being holiday. I think that's nice of Google, I guess. I feel like it doesn't really matter though. I mean, if you have work to do, what are you gonna do?
I mean, they're being nice to people. That's fine.
Yeah.
4-day weekend. Man, I used to live for 4-day weekends in school. Be like, woo,
Yeah.
free day
Do you
Friday.
Do you remember furlough days? Well, I went to public school, so you probably didn't have those. We had furlough days where like the teachers had to be furloughed because of like budgetary issues,
Nah.
and we didn't go to school. It was great.
What I do know is I used to, in college, I used to call it free day Friday. I only had classes on Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh my
And
god.
free day Friday meant I could just do whatever I
Well,
wanted.
that means you also Wednesday and Friday and Monday were also free days.
That's a little tip for you kids at home. If you only have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you get a 4-day weekend
No,
every
it sucks
weekend.
because all day Tuesday,
Free
Thursday.
day Friday, free day Friday. I used to love that shit.
All
All
right.
right, what's up?
Rapper Travis Scott is about to become the first celebrity to have their name on a McDonald's menu since Michael Jordan's McJordan nearly 30 years ago. What?
Well, let's just see what
It's gonna be. He apparently loves quarter pounders with cheese. So do I. So do I.
Travis Scott coming in hot.
So much they decided to name the burgers after him for a limited time. What do I need to do to get the Paulina on there?
The Travis Scott meal. Well, you probably need to be like a platinum artist. You know, have a Netflix documentary. I don't know.
I have a
record,
YouTube show.
Have a record label. You know,
I have a YouTube show with you're dragging me down. If it was just me, I'd be all up on there.
you'd be on McDonald's menu.
Yeah, before Travis Scott.
What would you want them to change the name of?
Oh, I like
the nuggets.
No, I like the double cheeseburger. Is that a quarter pounder? No, I think it's different. With no pickle. No pickle. Take the pickle out. I like pickles separately, but not like jammed in my burger. It's all squishy. I don't like that. Okay, so
We're thankful for your dietary restrictions there.
So what do you think this partnership entails? Do you think he's going to get paid for this?
No, he's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart.
I would, McDonald's. If you want somebody who doesn't want to get paid.
We're going to have a conversation. Polina's going to learn that the whole point of this is to get paid.
Get money, get paid, but
Exactly.
not from McDonald's.
Huh?
I just want my name on there.
Well, I just like that Travis Scott said, I couldn't be more excited to bring the Cactus Jack and McDonald's collaboration to life. We are bringing together two iconic worlds.
Also, why over the thing we're just back to back now? We started facing each other and now we're just...
Because I'm trying to create like a music album art.
So basically, Scott's version of the Quarter Pounder adds bacon and lettuce to the burger along with a Sprite, a side of fries, and barbecue dipping sauce,
Ooh.
which McDonald said was the rapper's favorite meal growing up in native Houston. Stop pushing me.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna go over here.
All right, so that's it. Oh, and then man, my joke today. This one's gonna make you laugh.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Why does Jeff Bezos have trouble going to sleep every night?
Because he has trouble counting all his money.
No, because he doesn't have his pajamas on. Pajama, Amazon, pajamas on.
Oh, I see.
Guys,
I don't like that.
Do you see how anytime there's an increase in the
listen to this.
in the intellect of the joke?
Okay, that was not intellect. That was dumb. Okay, are you ready?
Sure.
The Rock announced that he, his wife, and their 2 daughters have recovered from COVID. Ready?
Sure.
They first suspected they had it when no one could smell what he was cooking. Yes.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Because you lose the okay.
That might be the best one. Well, if you have to explain the joke, it's not a good joke.
I know, but just in case somebody doesn't get it.
Yeah, well, we know who doesn't get the joke.
But you laughed.
I didn't laugh. I smirked.
Thank you, Dad Jokes Reddit.
All right, guys, that's it for Lunch Money today. We'll see you guys on Monday. While Washi's trying to get rich, the rest of us are trying to get our lunch money right.
Our munch money.
See ya.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.